Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to do this official review of my new rooftop tent that I have on my Lightning here. This is a Wildfinder Rooftop Tent. I got it on Facebook Marketplace, used for about 700 bucks. So I checked it out, no rips, no tears, no leaks. Everything came with it. And overall it's in pretty good shape. I mean, it's definitely used, right? But that's okay because, you know, as I was really looking into rooftop tents, I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know if I wanted this wedge style, right? I didn't know if I wanted a clamshell style. I did know that I didn't want a soft rooftop tent where you have the bag over top of it. I just didn't want, I wanted something fast, easy to set up, easy to tear down in just a few minutes. That was really the goal. So I figured, you know, for 700 bucks, I can't go wrong with this rooftop tent. Worst case scenario, if I don't like it, I can just resell it for probably what I bought it for. And then I'll know what I want, right? So again, I don't know what I want, but this is something that has always piqued my interest. So one thing I'll show you, this is about just under 6 feet high. I'm 6'1", and this is a little bit low. So I did want to keep it below the cab, right, for aerodynamics, because remember, I'm trying to build this truck to be capable but as efficient as possible when traveling and overlanding. But I think with these billy bars, they make risers so you can raise the tent up. As you can see right in here, it's just laying right on the billy bars directly, but they make 3.5-inch risers, so it'll probably take the top of this up to about here, which is almost level with the roof. So I think that's kind of what I'm going to go with, regardless of if I stay with this tent or if I get a clamshell style. I definitely want it a little bit higher up though, but I'm going to try it out just like this before I do anything, because again, I don't know what I don't know, and I don't know what I like or what I need yet. So I'm not going to do anything until I actually get out and use this thing. So stick around and let's dive into this review video. Okay, so one thing I like at this level of this tent, keeping it down below the cab, is I think I can just use the tailgate to get up there for setup and tear down. So let's take a look at that. So my thought is, do I even need a ladder at this point to hook up a ladder to get in and out of this thing? So let's just kind of take a look and see. Pull these two latches, and then I believe you just push. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. So I wanted to check the flex here. I don't know. Maybe I'll use the ladder until I figure this out, because I don't want to put too much pressure here. Because my thought was, like, why can't I just climb up like this and then just climb right in, right? So let's see here. So this strap has to come down around like this, like this. Remember, that strap is there to help when you close it up, to just kind of pull everything in as you're closing it, so you don't have a ton of material out and laying out, spread out around it when you're trying to close it. So super helpful. I'm really glad it came with that. I definitely wanted something like that for my tent. So this is the strap that you kind of pull it down when you want to close it up. And these gas struts are pretty strong, which is great. That's a good sign. Yeah, but that's nice. But I know for now I'm just going to kind of put it off to the side. It did come with poles and a ladder. I took them out already when I first got it, just to check everything. Here's the ladder. That's our neighbor's dog. And it came with all the poles here for the awning. So I believe put it in like that. And it has these brackets here that you just kind of bend it into, I'm assuming. Kind of like that. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's actually a hole in there. I wonder if it'll be... This is my rooftop tent and experience right here. I bet it would be easier to... Yeah, see, it's at an angle. So I come up here like this, put it all the way in, and then hook it in. Yeah, that's how you do it. Okay. Again, you know, I'm just kind of learning as I go here because I've never had a rooftop tent like this, or any kind of rooftop tent. So this is a first for me as well. Fully setting this thing up and everything. So, but that seems pretty easy. There's already a hole inside. There's a bracket, hole in a bracket, and then there's a hole that goes even further in. So it looks like it definitely makes it easier to set up if you just do it this way. Because they're not hard to bend, but there's definitely enough tension on it to where you don't have to worry about it. So that's nice. So this is one of the reasons why I wanted this style. The Rainfly, I feel like would make a big difference, right? So I wanted one that would allow me to keep everything open while it's raining. Oh, this is open up. This is when I was looking at it when I bought it. I never closed it all up. It was freezing out that day when I went and picked it up, and my hands were like frozen solid when I was done mounting this thing on its rack, so I was ready to get out of there. Okay, so this one goes in here like this, and then kind of bends up. Oh, all right. Well, that's. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Okay, so I could probably come up on the tailgate and get that going. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Yeah, so if I just make sure that's locked in there like that, bend this back. Yeah, nothing to it. Yeah, okay. So again, remember I'm figuring this out as I go as well, because I've never really had a rooftop tent before. So let me get this other pole, get it in over here. And then, yeah, this is not a problem. All right, so yeah, so see that's a really nice. If you look at that awning, how it kind of spreads out around there, it's a really nice Rainfly. It gives you the ability to keep the windows open or cracked at the top, like if it's raining or snowing quite a bit. And I'll get this all opened up here, but yeah, that's pretty nice. That is definitely what I was looking for from a Rainfly. But you know, you just, when you see them online and in videos, you really never get a good depth or a good understanding of actually how big they are. But that's great. That's exactly what I want. So I think for now, I am going to hook up the ladder, just because I don't know if, I looked it up and they definitely say you can come out 30 inches past the bar. Okay. And this is like 20 and a half or 21 inches out past it. So I think I'm fine there, but I don't want to risk it. I thought about getting an L bracket if I end up staying with this setup to extend the bar out, so it's just more weight bearing on each side, so that I can just, you know, go right up from the ladder or from the tailgate step right into the tent. But for now, I'm just gonna set up this ladder. Now, this is nice because it came with a ladder bag, and I don't know if all tents do that or not, but that's definitely handy. You know, because the ladders get dirty. You know what I mean? Like they get pretty dirty, especially if it's raining and you know you're tracking mud up and down the ladder. So this looks pretty straightforward. And it hooks on there, and then you just pull down. Now I don't know about proper angles or anything like that, but let's see what these do. Oh, I see. So those allow you to adjust it that way. Okay, I see. So, all right. right, so got that there. Okay, so this is cool. There is oh, that is moving. Why is that moving like that? Tell me what I'm doing wrong in the comments, because I've never used a ladder like this before. I think that's fine there. Again, this is all new to me, right? So I just kind of figuring this out as I go. But so this is cool. This rolls up. This is a nice blackout shade. And there's a couple ties up here that will allow you to, yeah. So that's really kind of nice. It allows you to kind of hold it in place on each side. So you can just keep that up top and out of the way. That's great. That's great. All right, so we got, okay, so here's the zipper here. You know, it's really nice. Oh, so you can tie up both. There's a second set of tie ups. So if you want to tie up this screen and roll it up just to keep it open for a little bit, that you can, which is cool. Thankfully, it's the dead of winter. Well, I would never say thankfully, sorry. Thankfully, the only reason I'm saying that is there's no bugs, right? So I'm actually gonna leave this thing open for a bit right now anyway, just to air it out. I mean, you know, this wasn't mine originally, so it's been used, and you know, just want to, if there are any smells, and there's nothing that I'm smelling necessarily, but you know, you just want to clean it out, right? Get some fresh air in there since you've never used it. Looks like it did come with some boot bags as well. So, yeah, it looks like it came with 2 boot bags. That's cool. Still getting used to this ladder. I gotta figure that out. Maybe it's just because it's on blacktop and the blacktop's wet, so it's slippery. But really like it to more lock into place. Maybe I just didn't have it out enough. I don't know. Yeah, help me in the comments, so if you could. It did come with boot bags, which is cool. It's actually, oh wow, these are a lot bigger than I expected. That's what she said. All right, I know, I'm a child. But these look like they just, okay, they just kind of slide right, there's a little lip here. Look at that. Boy, that's handy right there. Yeah. That's nice. And they have screens on the bottom, so if you have wet shoes or whatever, they'll drain out, and then it'll allow air to get in there as well. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so far I'm really liking what I'm seeing. As you can see, I mean, the fabric's in great shape. I mean, this is a concern. I think it's a little too close to my window. Somebody pointed out on Reddit that you might want to move that back. So I will, which I didn't think about. That was a great point. I appreciate that guy posted, whoever it was, pointing that out. But yeah, I guess this thing does move a little bit right on the rack. Like the rack has some flex in it, so I definitely don't want that shattering my back window. But as you can see, I mean, you got more ladder hookups on this side as well. Yeah, this is a pretty nice tent. I gotta say, I'm pretty excited about this. Obviously have Rocket over here with me. Oh, well, didn't want to see that. So yeah, so this is the ladder, and I think, like I said, it might just be slipping because it's on blacktop, but I'll get that figured out. Yeah, you see, I had to break out my traction boards the other day, so we got a ton of snow, and my neighbor got stuck on our hill right around the corner from us, so I ended up just happened to be coming home that way, and his car was stuck, so I took out the traction boards and helped him out, and he was super thankful. So I always carry those with me. I mean, whether it's winter or not, I carry them with me. But yeah, so as you can see, these those tie up there, so you can tie up the screen, you can tie up the cover, or you can just leave the screen down. But this is pretty sweet, I gotta say. Mattresses, you know, needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but oh yeah, this is the inside. So it's got a nice fabric up here. Here's the other boot bag. These are nice. It's got all these pockets in here, right, which is awesome. And then this is for when you're laying down, you want to watch your iPad. So that's cool. But yeah, it's got pockets on the side. Obviously you can see the windows roll up. There's also a big window on this side here. But yeah, look at that. It's got pockets there, which are nice. It's got lights. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I don't have, I have to get one of those little USB battery banks, but just a regular USB plug. I'll go do that. I'll go grab one of those and bring it out so we can test them out. But this is great. This is really, really great. I'm pretty impressed. Now I don't know which end I'm going to be laying on. Like I say, I'm 6'1". I don't have my shoes on, obviously, but I still have room, actually. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'll lay like this or if I'll lay my head down at the other end. I still, you know, I'm still figuring all that. Oh, look at that. He actually gave me a battery pack. Now, it's been sitting in the cold, so I doubt that that it still works, but let's see here. Yeah, this thing still has a charge. It looks like not much of a charge left, but yeah, there's the lights. That's great. Look at that. That's perfect, I feel like, because, you know, you don't want it like, you know, wicked bright in here, right? You're only going to be using the lights at night when you're getting ready to go to bed, or, you know, if you're packing up in the morning or whatever, but that's cool. Yeah, that's a really nice setup. This is a really great tent. Now, I think brand new, this was like $1,100. So, I mean, even brand new, I feel like that's a really good deal on this tent. All the zippers or the stitching is sealed. See that? I don't know if you could tell, but that's really nice. So it's water sealed. The zippers, I believe they're the YKK zippers. Not that I actually know what that means, but I've just, watching enough tent videos, have learned that that's what you want. But yeah, look at that. Look at that ceiling around there. That's nice. You get the zippers up top. You got some hooks up top, right? So if you want to hang some stuff in here, or I don't know. I mean, this is great. So yeah, like I was saying, this is going for on Amazon. This is going for, I think it was $10.99 or like $1,100 in free shipping. So I feel like that's a really good deal. And I actually did order it on Amazon, and they sent it to the wrong address. They sent it to someplace in Delaware, and I'm in upstate New York. And so they refunded me. I don't know whatever happened to that other tent. I've actually been checking Facebook Marketplace randomly to see if somebody got it and they're just going to sell it, because I don't think the company went and picked it back up, the shipping company. So, yeah. Hey, Rocket. How you doing, buddy? Rocket's ready for camping for sure. He loves going out in the wilderness and running and all that stuff. So, yeah, this looks like a really great tent. Super excited about it. I'm probably going to get out and do a shakedown run here in a couple weeks. I've been kind of MIA the last couple weeks. I'm dealing with a torn hamstring, so it's kind of limiting what I can do, but it's getting better. Tore it in basketball. So yeah, I'm going to get this closed up. I'll film the closing of it so you can see what it's like to actually close it. And then I'll time myself too on how long it takes to close it, because I'm just curious myself. You know, I was looking for something with a fast setup, right? You know, 2 minutes open, 2 minutes close, and it definitely opening was about 2 minutes, right? Once I figured out what I was doing, I could probably even go a little bit faster than that. So yeah, so I'll turn this around and get this set up so we can start tearing it down. All right, so again, it's my first time tearing down, so it's probably going to go a little bit slower than it would as I gain experience, but I'm just throwing the boot bag in there. I'm going to leave the ladder on because I may have to, actually, you know what, I won't need to. So I think this ladder, these buttons just kind of push them in. Yeah, it releases slowly. We gotta take it off. Okay, so I gotcha. Okay, yep. little bit stuck. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to clean these and grease them a little bit to make the opening and closing a little bit easier. Oh, I forgot to start the timer. Okay. Again, I'm not racing. It's my first time doing this, so like I'm just gonna. I don't know how the best way to take those up. Probably from the top. So yeah, see, this is where my inexperience comes to play. I probably should have left the ladder on while I was able to do all this part, but you know, live and learn, right? Yeah, that's definitely a lot easier when you do it that way for sure. Yeah, because it's so much easier to bend from up here than to try to bend from the bottom and take them out. And I am going to keep the ladder and poles in the tent. But I'll tell you, this Ford tailgate step, man, freaking love this thing. I use it all the time. So pull it down, start tucking in. Oh, you know what? Keep the poles together. What do you think, Rocket? Got some deer in the backyard there. Alright, so poles are in. The ladder is in now. Alright, so now pull down in this gas strut. Boy, those are strong struts. That's kind of nice though. I'm okay with that. And as you can see, I'm just kind of pulling, tucking, and pulling and tucking here. You want to make sure you get all the material on the inside. Oops. Yeah, see? Again, just my inexperience here with this, with the rooftop tent in general. So the cool thing is that that gas strut will stay down like that now that you have it down that far. And then you just want to come and tuck all this in really good. There's a rubber seal here. You want to make sure that nothing's blocking that rubber seal. Oh, you know what I did? Again, this is my experience with tents. I forgot to use this handy tool where the strap will just kind of help tuck everything in naturally. Well, I'll get better at this, I promise. So what I'm doing is just kind of holding everything in place, holding it down, and lowering it a little bit more as I go around and kind of just tuck everything up. Because you don't want any of that fabric sitting out, you know. Like that, let that rubber seal do its job. And I think that might be good. Let's see. Pull it there. Now, just because I'm anal about things, I'm going to go around and check again to make sure all the material's in there nice and tight. Looks like it is, so is that. Double check on that side. Yep. Everything's in. There we go. And that's it. So, I mean, with my inexperience, that took me 5 minutes. And that was me not knowing what the heck I'm doing. So yeah, but see, there's this rubber seal right here. So you want to make sure that that's touching the metal all the way around, so you don't get any moisture in there when you're not using it. But that's great. That's great. I'm super happy with that. Like I say, I'll get better. I'm sure I'll get a lot faster as I go. Just, you know, it's first time using it. Never had it before. So if you have any questions, you know, reach out in the comments. I always respond to everyone. And if you have any tips or tricks about this rooftop tent, or maybe even a different model that's a wedge style tent, please share them, because again, this is my first rooftop tent ever. I'm super excited to use it, but don't know what the hell I'm doing with it yet. So yeah, so I would appreciate any feedback that you give me. So thanks for tuning in. The Lightning build is coming along really well. Really excited to get out there and do a winter trip here soon. So thanks again, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.